Are you under man's religious control? Right now, seriously, are you being screwed by the laws of your religious group? Is your life ordered by the rules, dictates and laws of a man or organisation who is telling you how to live your life? I've got something to share with you that you might find useful, whether you are in a religious group or whether you have left one or even had to escape from one. I was born into a religious cult, and the laws I was controlled by was all I knew. I accepted that it was normal to live under the rules of a man that we'd never even met. I'd wake up each morning with no idea that my life that day and every day was going to be ordered by this leader who lived 3,000 miles away. As a little boy growing up, I had no idea that this leader was influencing my parents about the school I went to, and that because of his dictates, I was forbidden to go into school assembly with the other children. I was forbidden to eat with my classmates, forbidden to play in the houses after school, forbidden to take part in after school activities, many, many forbiddens. The 11 meetings a week we had to go to was just our normality, as were the radical law changes, like when we had to move house, for example, because the leader decided the drains that we shared with our next door neighbours were not separate enough for him. Yes, he even decided about the drains of our house. Little did I know my life and the life I was living was being shaped and moulded by his lust for power and the pride of this man, our leader, who in effect arranged the lives of about 45,000 people just the way he wanted it. And should any of us default on his laws or even question him, we would be subject to his savage discipline, whereby we could lose our children, our grandparents, our husbands, wives, our parents for life, which is what happened to me when I escaped at the age of 22. My family still in the cult are still being influenced to this day to shun and ostracise me after 32 years. Am I complaining? No, I'm campaigning, creating awareness of what's going on so that those trapped who recognise they're being screwed and controlled can make fair, informed choices themselves. And if you have escaped one of these controlling cults, I have a challenge for you. Are you celebrating your freedom from the clutches of man's control guilt-free and enjoying your life where you are free to live and love unconditionally without those rancid, stale, cultic controlling conditions under a narcissistic leadership that had groomed you to take on their bigoted values? We are free. Let's celebrate. It's a good day. Admittedly though, many of us still live with the sadness of family stolen from us by these cults, but our freedom is never to be underestimated. But back to control. We haven't finished with this one yet. Here's a version of the story of the emperor's new clothes. Once upon a time, there was an emperor who was a narcissist and was very fond of clothes. Two suit makers who were impostors entered his palace and told him that they will create a beautiful suit for him that would greatly build his reputation, but the suit would be invisible to stupid people. If you were stupid, you wouldn't see it. The emperor was so blinded by his inflated pride and ego, so deceived, that he agreed for those con men to buy and wear this invisible suit and go on a procession through the city wearing the suit to show it off to all his subjects. The suit makers only pretended to weave the suit and pretended to put it on the emperor, who believed it. But though he couldn't see it, he couldn't say he can't see it, else he would lose his reputation, because he believes the lie that the stupid people can't see it. The procession started and the people of his kingdom all came out to see his suit. And so they didn't feel stupid, they started talking about what a beautiful suit it was. Everyone lied, making out as if they could see the suit, but suddenly a child shouted up from the crowd, "The emperor's got no clothes on!" The word quickly spread, and suddenly more and more people started to admit the truth and also shout out, "The emperor's not wearing anything at all." He was bare bollock naked, as the saying goes, and in his pride he thought that no one could see through him. Moral of the story: when you are under the control of someone, you are blinded to the fact that your control is actually a sham. You are not being loved unconditionally. You are only there as an accessory to build up your controller's ego, pride and empire. So, how do you identify whether or not your religious group, yes, the one you're in now, is controlling you or not? It is actually very simple to discern with this very simple test. Do you want to hear it? Or what if it shows that you're under control? Would you prefer not to know, maybe? You don't have to listen to this. I'm not controlling you. You have a free will to choose. Does your religious group give you unconditional freedom to choose? Okay, if you're going to stay, I'll tell you. Here's the control test. The religious group you are in have told you that you have to follow the laws they tell you to follow, else there will be punishment. The laws they tell you to follow and the conditions you have to meet will be either interpretations from whatever holy book they use. They'll tell you it's what God is demanding of you. Or it will be a practical restriction, like you can't celebrate Christmas or birthdays. You can't have a TV, computer, mobile phone. You can't eat with others. You have to give 10% of your income. You can't drink coffee or alcohol. You can't mix with those who are not in our group. You have to observe their holy days and shun those who aren't in the truth, like us, etc., etc. You are controlled by fear. It is a fear, religion or denomination. If you disobey these laws they put you under, there will be consequences. You will be punished. You will have to repent, as they call it, and conform to the laws that have you under, that they have you under. But if you don't, at worst, those who remain in the group will shun you. You will be ostracized and your family therefore destroyed, because a separated family is a destroyed family. This is what controlling religious groups do. Welcome to what a religious cult is. Here is my personal definition of a religious cult. This is after a lifetime so far and 3 years doing this campaign. Here's the short version. A group of people with a leader using religion to control the followers. Wow! That is worth repeating. A group of people with a leader using religion to control the followers. Now, cults exercise this control on a continuum, so some are only exercising a mild cultic control, let's say 10%, some are 50% controlling, and the high demand cults, like the one I was in, are over 90% controlling of your life, and the suicide cults, you could say, are 100% controlling. They take their followers to death. But here's my question to you. How much control is acceptable? Lastly, let me say that if you realise that you are in a religious group that is controlling you, I'm not here to coerce you into leaving or to do anything. I just offer this video as someone who was controlled and my family destroyed by it, so that people can make informed choices, if they want to, whether they want to be controlled or not. The choice is entirely up to you. Best wishes, whatever you do. And if you have escaped from under that cultic, evil, narcissistic, religious control, as I said before, are you enjoying the freedom? Have you got over the guilt about your past, and are you soaring high on the wings of unconditional love and freedom, free from the shackles and chains and the stench of that old cultic control? I have. And for tea, I shall be celebrating with 2 pieces of salmon, green beans and new potatoes with hollandaise sauce, with a bottle of whatever I want to, because I'm free. If you like this video, please like and comment and subscribe, which gets the video seen by more. Let's help more people, maybe. Thank you for watching. Unconditional love to you all. See you soon.